Hey, GutFoxx here. It's Sunday. You know what that means. Mailbag day. We got the Silver Squad. Don't believe any changes from last time. We're playing Elite Squad. If you caught that flash of brightness of their squad, they had Quinn, Gronkowski, and Adrian Peterson. So we will start with the sponsor. Sponsor there is Cool Stories. I found $5 today. So that's my sponsor. The $5 I picked up. I'm like the Joker. I have inexpensive tastes. Knives and bullets. Well, except for MUT. That's an expensive taste of mine. But we'll get on to the first question. I didn't do a mailbag last week, so this is for 2 weeks, basically. The reason I didn't do it last week was from extenuating circumstances, we'll call it. He has the seam and a nice completion. First question from Brandon Green. Do you play anything other than Madden? Do you own any other games? Do you plan on buying any other games? If so, where are the videos for those other games? Well, this one's going to be a long answer, so buckle up. I've played many different games over the years, but I don't think your question is asking about the past, because screw history. The old saying from George Santayana goes, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Well, my past in those games was pretty awesome, so I'd definitely be down to repeat that, and I'm backtracking on that screw history part. Let's do that again. Those are some pretty cool games. But talking about the present, right now my biggest time investment away from Madden is Hearthstone. I talked a bit about, wow, I can't speak. I talked a bit about this a week ago. So, I'm basically going to be playing Fallout and Battlefront and Duelist now. 3 games that look intriguing to me for different reasons. But as to other games I own, probably in total it's a few hundred going back to the SNES days. I'm big into a variety of different games, but for the ones that I still play occasionally, it's probably less than 10 or so. A good party game to recommend, besides those 3 that I've played a little bit, is Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes. You all, if you're listening to this, should Google that game, and it's downright a blast to play with a good group of friends, or people. They don't have to be friends, they can be just acquaintances or strangers, homeless people you picked up on the street, my friends. But I'm also huge into board games. A little bit off topic. Games like Settlers of Catan, Axis and Allies, Carcassonne, King of Tokyo, Seven Wonders, list goes on. Tons of different ones. But I mean, in general, if you got a game, I'll play you in it. Love card games too, like, Raz Poker and whatnot, and other, stuff like that. As I hit the mic accidentally, sorry about that, if you heard that. And your final question was about videos on those other games. I talked a little bit about this 2 Fridays ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to do other videos yet. Still so many ideas for videos in Madden that I want to do, and I don't really want to carve too much time away from that, making those to focus on other video games. But right now I probably spend more time writing, researching, creating videos than I do actually playing the game of Madden. As sad as that is, it's a time commitment, this YouTube stuff, but I love doing it. And it sucks a little bit because I feel at times my stick skills have a little deteriorated. I'm like a half second short on screens sometimes, and that changes games, or I don't get to this streak route as quick as possible. That's a nice read by him. Anyways, somebody messaged me a while back and asked how I stayed motivated on YouTube. They said it seemed too much work to get 200 views, but I mean 200 views for me is a good day actually. If I upload like gameplay that I do commentary over, I get about 80 views or so. This is because the type of video is done to death by a lot of other YouTubers, and I don't mean to sound derogatory there, to death. I mean, they've been doing this thing for 3 years now. They got an audience. Their fans eat it up. So why would somebody watch me play the game when they could go over to the dozens of other bigger YouTubers doing the same thing, but with a bigger audience and community, and they are really good at the game? It's fun to be part of a large community. It's in our basic genetic wiring, if we want to get all historical about this. We all love to be around people and to be a part of something. That's why you see them refer to themselves as, say, like Boss Nation for Anto or Aesthetic Army for the Flight Mike. 2 entertaining YouTubers that have a large audience and has a community around them. I mean, it's all about building community. People want to be a part of something. But I mean, back to that genetic wiring, would you want to be part of a large tribe that could be more efficient with division of work and could protect one another better? Or would you want to be part of the small community, easily picked on by the big tribe? Most people want the protection of the big tribe, to be a part of that something. But anyways, it's kind of off topic a little. I see a direct correlation between the amount of work I put into a video and the amount of views I get. just doing commentary without anything or very little written ahead of time. I get 80 views or so, like I said. When I do a review where I write a script, take a theme, takes me a couple hours in addition to the editing and stuff, I get 400 views, maybe 300, 400, depending on how well it's done. But when I test Madden attributes, the videos that take me 6 hours to make, I have around 1,100 views for those intelligent stats videos, sometimes more. Now to bring back to Madden in general, I get antsy doing 2 gameplay videos back to back like I did Thursday and Friday, not this week, but the week before. They're a little bit lower effort on my part, and I don't feel like I'm bringing you guys something different or unique that you can't get somewhere else, or that those videos I use to inform you and hopefully get a smile to your face. But many people on YouTube are much funnier and entertaining than I am. The reactions are better. So gameplays for me are I don't know. They're okay. Anyways, back to the question on how I stay motivated. I answered the guy. Basically, this is what I said. I don't know how I stay motivated. It's just something I enjoy doing. I guess my biggest thought on the subject is that you have to enjoy the process of the work. Sometimes it's tougher than others to enjoy the work, as the laziness hits us all from time to time, and it seems to hit me quite often. But I enjoy, most of all, interacting with the people here on the channel, or Twitter, or the MUT subreddit. I love seeing comments and hearing feedback from y'all. I love that whenever I see a little red number in the upper right corner when I sign on to YouTube. That's best part of my day. That is the most fun I have. So, to give my final thoughts on those questions, Brandon, I might upload some Duelist gameplay because I feel like it's a game that needs to be publicized more. I'll play Fallout, but probably won't upload anything because I'm going to be a casual player of it. I might upload Battlefront if I love the game enough, but I'll stick with Madden because it's still my main gaming passion. Maybe I'll dedicate one day a week to other games, but no promises. Alright, moving on to the next question. That was a long one. Sorry about that, guys. Old Stickman, I got Madden last year in January, so I have an experience road to the playoffs, and this was a question about a week ago, and I apologize again, guys. I got told by someone to sell my team as road to the playoffs has a big market crash, and it happened. I have just over 1 mil, so my question is, when during the crash should I buy my team? Straight away or wait until later in the promo? So, this is good for future reference, like Thanksgiving. Buy players the night before the promo drops. Even though they're little older players and not exciting, don't worry about having enough coins for the new guys. Buy the old ones the night before. Wait a few days for the price to increase and the new cards to go down, and voila. Flip old for new and you get the best of both worlds. A profit and a newer team without us spending as much money on those newer players. Alright, Pop Tart Extreme. Are you going to be investing 73 to 74 overall golds? No, I've replied to a few people. Those don't go into position hero sets. Those don't go into sets until position heroes. But if I see any golds under 74 overall, under 1,000 coins, I will buy them. But with EA showing that they prefer the wild card over those total set requiring different cards, it might not pay off investing in those, like we're all hoping with those low overall golds with the position hero sets. So that's a little bit iffier now. It's, why not? I mean, they're cheap and you can always add into that warehouse set if you need to, if you get them under 1,000 coins, because 1,000 coins is about the break even, or a little bit higher than that on gold, converting to badges. Paul Rosing, could you give me a good simple scheme on a 4-3, like what do you run zone? I'll look into putting a full YouTube video together for defensive schemes, maybe offensive schemes. I don't feel like I have too much more to offer than the guys like Problem Right. If you go check out his Twitch and watch him, because he's the best player, and there's a lot of very good players putting out very good content on schemes here on YouTube. I run a lot of the main things they run. Split close is my most effective formation, and it was in 15. That was my main formation too. As this game's getting good, it's getting close. As I'm trying to run out this clock, there's strong formation. That was the strong I formation, and I ran a little makeshift screen out of. And here was a screen too. All right, moving on to game predictions. Sorry, I don't have much time left, and this is the end. I was 9-3 in week 9, since I don't predict the horrible, terrible Thursday night games. That's why I don't, get all the games in. Here's a screenshot to prove my record last week. So yeah, I did pretty well, obviously. Better than what I've done the whole rest of the year. My overall record, I believe, is now 38-41 after that disastrous week 7. But yeah, let's move on to the next week as I bring up week 10's games. All right, I am predicting Detroit at Green Bay. I'm taking Detroit in 11.5. Green Bay's looked to struggle. I bet you the Green Bay turns it around and wins the game big, and I lose this. But I'll take Detroit because 11.5 points is a lot for a Green Bay team that's been struggling on offense and somewhat on defense. Carolina at Tennessee. Carolina's favored by 4.5. Yeah, I'll take that. 4.5. Carolina's been winning close games, and I just don't think Tennessee's that good. Chicago at St. Louis. I'll take St. Louis even though they're giving 7. I think they'll win the game by more than 7 points. I don't really have any other reasons besides for that. Chicago's not good. Miami at Philadelphia. I gotta get this wrapped up quick. Miami. I'll take Pittsburgh, Dallas, New Orleans, Baltimore, Minnesota, Denver, New York Giants, Seattle, Cincinnati. I will put a screenshot after this little thing wraps up and the game ends, and that is my Sunday Mailbag. So leave your questions in the comments on Twitter, MUT subreddit. Thanks for watching, guys. Here it is. Your moment is Zen.